everybody, welcome back. This is Cam. Today I kind of wanted to talk about this whole no tip, no trip thing. I think that there are two different thoughts about this, and I just want to share mine. Before we get started, please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that. And also, don't forget to hit like if you find this interesting or useful or amusing, whatever. Anyways, so food delivery drivers, tips versus pay. Does it really matter who is paying us? Does it matter if our pay is coming from tips or coming from the platform itself? Ultimately, to me, it doesn't matter who gives me the money, as long as I get the money. This whole no tip, no trip movement is real. A lot of people are jumping on board of this, and if there's no tip attached to an offer, they won't accept it. Delivery people rely on tips. Why? Because the platforms don't pay us very much. Plain and simple. We don't care where the money comes from. At least I don't. You may not agree with me, but I don't really care who pays it. I don't care if the customer pays it in a tip. I don't care if the platform pays it in a base pay. I don't really care. Well, bottom line is, I want to be paid enough to make the delivery worthwhile for me. Oh, my dog's playing with the toy. Hope that's not too annoying. Anyways, my standards. I have standards for myself. I want to make a specific amount per hour or more. I have come up with a strategy that works for me. It may not work for you. You may not agree with my strategy. That's fine. I think we all need to come up with our own set of standards. And ultimately, the deliveries without tips, I just decline them. It's not because they don't have tips. I mean, I don't decline these offers because they don't include tips. I decline them because they are just too low. Okay. Drivers that accept all the orders probably make less than minimum wage. Minimum wage does not cover your time, let alone the wear and tear on your vehicle, gas, insurance costs, etc. I run into delivery drivers who say they are thrilled that they're making $20 an hour. To me, that would not be a worthwhile amount. Because, I mean, here in California, I don't even know what minimum wage is, to be honest. $15 maybe? I don't know. $20 an hour is not a lot of money. And gas is $4.29 a gallon or whatever it is. You have to pay for your insurance. You have to pay for upkeep on your car. And you have to take out taxes. Anyways, there's just so much that goes into this that I need to make at least $30 an hour. And lately I've been pushing for even $40 an hour. Doordash Pay. Okay. I only deliver for Doordash and Grubhub, so I can't speak to the other platforms. I have tried Uber Eats, but it kind of sucks in my area, so I don't do it anymore. I never got anything over $6 for a delivery, so I just stopped doing it. I'll try it again someday, but for right now, it's just not worthwhile to me. So just to explain how it works, Doordash pays a base rate per delivery. It's somewhere between 3 and 5-ish per delivery. I'm not sure how they come up with the base rate. I think it has something to do with the distance you're going to drive and the amount of the order. I'm not really sure. Anyways, mine varies between, I don't usually get $3. It's usually like $3.50 to $5.50-ish. And then we also get 100% of the tip, supposedly. I don't have any reason to doubt that. Some people doubt it. I don't know. I seem to think we probably get all the tips. But if there is no tip, or maybe there's a $1 tip, then the offer to us is $3 to $6. So if you take this 3 to 5, and there's no tip, it's 3 to 5. If there's one tip, then it's 4 to 6, whatever. So I'm going to say 3 to 6. So I'm going to take the top end of that. Let's say $6. Let's say I got a $6 offer. That may seem okay, but let's take a look at what happens once we accept that $6 offer. Okay, what goes into delivery? I'm sorry about the dog. Okay, so for that $6, we have to drive to the restaurant. Traffic, who never knows how far it's going to be. I don't really know. If it's in a mall, you got to deal with the mall parking lot, etc. So you've got to find parking. Then you walk to the restaurant. You have to find the area to pick up. Sometimes it's not real clear, and sometimes you have to wait in the regular line. There's this one Mongolian barbecue place that makes you wait in the regular line. Then as your turn comes up, then it makes your food, and then you get to take it. I don't go there anymore. I went once. That's not going to happen again. That took me like 15, 20 minutes. Then there's places that, like Wendy's, they don't even start your order until you get there. Luckily, they're pretty fast, but that could take, 5-10 minutes for them to make the order. Five Guys, they'll make the burgers, but they don't make the fries till you get there. So you got to wait for them to make the fries, which 2, 3, 5 minutes, whatever. And if it's busy, they don't, start right away. So anyways, there's time there. Just to find the pickup area, then you have to wait in line, pick up your food. Food's not ready, you've got to stand there and wait. 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever. I don't wait more than 10 minutes, but a lot of people do. So you wait for the food. Once it's ready, you take it. Okay, great. Now you've got to walk back to your car, secure the food into the hot bags, make it so nothing's going to spill. Get into your car, check the app, get the address, turn on your navigation, etc. Drive to the customer, 1 mile, 15 miles, more, whatever. It takes time. There's traffic in the parking lot, traffic on the streets, there's red lights, slow drivers, other obstacles. So much happens until you get to the customer's house. Now you've got to find a place to park. God forbid it's a huge apartment building and you can't find the unit number, or they don't give you the building number but only the unit. So then there's all these buildings with all the same numbers. You've got to contact the customer to try to find them, etc. If it's a leave it at the door, we can take a photo and leave. But if it's a hand it to the customer, we have to wait until they answer the door. Some people don't answer the door. We have to stand there for 5 minutes and wait. The app makes us. So we'll call, text, knock, ring the bell. So if you mark hand it to the customer, that's what's going to happen. We're going to stand there until you answer the door. If you don't want to answer the door, just put leave it by the door. That's easier. Then we can just leave it and go. Anyways, now we have finally delivered the food. Now we're leaving your house. We have to drive back to an area near a restaurant so we can get a new order. This all takes time. Time that $6 does not compensate enough. And that's why you can't take these $6 orders, because all these things have to happen and it all takes time. So DoorDash Pay continued. DoorDash also hides tips. I'm not sure if everyone realizes that. A customer could tip $10, which is a very nice tip. And we may only see 5 of it in the offer that we are presented with. So let's say there's a $4 base pay on that particular delivery by DoorDash, and DoorDash pays us $4. Then they show us $5 as the partial tip. So it's a 7-mile delivery, let's say, and we're offered $9, $4 base pay plus some of the tip. Okay, even though the amount we are really getting is $14, we don't know that. For $14, I'd take that offer. $14 for 7 miles, that's $2 a mile. That's decent, but not for $9. I have no way of knowing if there's a larger tip. And $9 for a 7-mile delivery is under my personal low limit, and there's no way I'm going to take that. And there's no way for me to know that there's an actual $10 tip. So this customer is being very generous, tipping $10, and yet their order could still be passed around and denied by a lot of drivers because it's 7 miles away, and all those things that I explained has to happen. Is that going to be worth $9? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. So I don't understand why they hide the tip. I really don't. Anyways, it's all very complicated, and each driver has to set their own limits and standards for the offers that they'll accept. My personal limits, nothing under $10 and nothing under $2.50 a mile. I recently upped that. I used to do $2 a mile, but now gas is so expensive that I've raised it up. Sometimes I'll take a lower offer if I think there's a hidden tip. But like I said, it's really hard to tell. Maybe it's from an expensive restaurant, or that they ordered many items and it's going into maybe a nicer neighborhood. Then I might think, okay, there might be a hidden tip there. But you have to be okay with the amount shown. Like if you accepted this $9 offer, you have to be okay with this $9. Hoping for more, yes. But if it's only $9, okay, great. That's all I got. So then you just move on. I know a lot of people get really uptight about it, but you know what? It's $9. Whatever. You accepted it. Be happy with it. Move on. But yeah, it's all very complicated. When I don't think it needs to be, but it is. Grubhub, on the other hand. Grubhub pays better than DoorDash. The lowest I have seen for an offer is $8, and that would be a delivery with 0 tip. If it's a 1-mile delivery from a fast restaurant, then great. But if it's $8 and you're driving halfway across town and then another few miles to the customer's house, that's not good. That may sound great, but Grubhub doesn't give you offers near where you are, or at least not usually. You can be on one side of town, and that restaurant they're sending you to could be 20, 30 minutes away. So that's $8 or even $10 offer from Grubhub is not acceptable to me if you have to drive 20 minutes to get to the restaurant. Then follow all the steps I listed in the DoorDash delivery scenario, except for the actual drop-off to the customer, because that's easier with Grubhub. We don't take pictures. We don't have to wait for the customer to answer the door. Anyways, when they are close by from fast restaurants, I'll take $10 all day long. I don't care if a tip's included. It's all about the total pay. If Grubhub's paying me $10, great. If Grubhub's paying $8 and the customer's giving a $2 tip, that's great too. I don't really care. So anyways, that $10 offer could take me 45 minutes to an hour by the time I drive all the way to the restaurant, pick up the food, get it to the customer, etc., and all those steps I was explaining before. So I've basically made $10 an hour, which is terrible. Grubhub does not hide the tips. Whatever the amount of the offer is what you'll get. There are several times I've gotten more where a customer has added tips later, but generally the offer that they show you is what you're going to earn. Grubhub is awesome, and if they ever fix their algorithm to give you offers in the area where you currently are, that would be amazing. But driving all over town, back and forth, it's just such a waste of time, and it's not very efficient. Give the offers to the people in this, if I'm at the mall, give me deliveries that start somewhere near the mall. Don't give me deliveries that start 20 minutes away, because then you're not only wasting my time driving all the way over there, but somebody could be over there to take that offer. And then you're giving them one, Grubhub's giving them the one at the mall. So then they're driving over here. I'm not sure how they determine who gets what, but it's, I don't think it has anything to do with about where you are located, which I think is kind of silly. Anyways, many Grubhub customers tip pretty low. But it doesn't hurt as bad because Grubhub pays more. So even if it's a $2 or $3 tip from a Grubhub customer, if Grubhub is paying $8 or $9 or $10, that's a $12, $13 delivery. And unless it's really far away, it's worthwhile. So the Grubhub deliveries, where the customer is actually tipping well, $10, $15, that's going to be a $22, $23, $24, $25, whatever dollar delivery, which is amazing. And I'll take those all day long. And I got a lot of those today, which was awesome. Today was Mother's Day, and I did really well. It was fun. Anyways, people ask why I worked on Mother's Day. Well, my kids were not around, so my son's family is in another state, and my daughter went to visit her boyfriend's mother. So just fine. I'm good with it. It didn't matter. So instead I made some money. My husband went with me. We had a nice day. So anyways, that's why I worked on Mother's Day. Here we go. Let's see. Ultimately, I don't care who pays me. It can be a customer tip. It can be from the platform. I don't care. If the amount is high enough that I feel it's worth my while to deliver the food, I'll accept that delivery. Unfortunately, with DoorDash, the tips are very important. I don't know why DoorDash pays us so little, but they do. I love DoorDash. I really do. But I do not accept any low-tipped offers. I'm a friendly person. I talk to other delivery drivers, while we're waiting for food and stuff. And, we're all feel a little insulted when we take time to deliver food to someone and there's no tip included. That's just normal. it's like a server would be. They work hard for you. And, people leave a $1 tip or something on a $60 meal. That's insulting. I'm sorry, but it is. We live in an area where tipping is, pretty common and expected. Anyways, I think if customers sat and thought about all we do to get their order to them warm and in a timely fashion and knew that DoorDash only pays us $3 to $5 per delivery, I think they would tip more. I don't know, maybe not. Some people are cheap and could care less, but I think most people would. So no tip or low tip. Customers, just please understand it's not only that we spend our own money on gas, our car, insurance, etc. We spend a bit of time waiting for your food, driving to and from the restaurant and to your house. A tip is appreciated. If you order on DoorDash and you don't tip or leave a very low tip, odds of your food sitting there for a very long time, getting cold, is pretty high. Drivers will pass up on your delivery in hopes of one with a larger tip. Not because we are greedy, but because we deserve to be compensated for our time and our expenses. If you order on Grubhub, even though Grubhub pays more, we still know when a tip is attached. Showing appreciation via a tip is a great way to ensure your food gets there quickly. I also love when customers text to thank me for dropping off their food, and I always reply back. I really, really enjoy this whole food delivery gig, as you call it. I only do it part-time. I have a full-time job, and it's been a great way to earn some extra money for some extra things that I wouldn't normally be able to afford. So it's awesome. And I'm making decent money, but I'm following standards, and a no tip or low tip offer is not usually going to be accepted by me. And I just wanted to kind of talk about that. So hopefully this helps clear some up for you, and hopefully this was helpful. I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for clicking on this video.